Hello everyone, welcome to this week's drawing lesson, and in this lesson I'd like to draw this. It's a USB slash, well, it's a memory thing that I plug in my phone and transfer some of my files over. So this has a combination of the two different lessons that we had before. So it's got rounds, which are called radii. So like on an edge of a product, if you have, instead of a sharp edge, a round going round it is called a radii going down it. And then it's also got chamfers. That's when, instead of it just being a cube going all the way down, it's kind of cut off like that down there. So it's got a combination of lots of different things going on here, but it's relatively simple to do because it's building off the cubes that we did in lesson 1. So what we want to start off with is the center. So that is just a simple rectangle, and then we'll add some details after. So it's all about proportion to get that right, and then it's more believable for people who want to make your product or you're trying to sell the product to. So if we start off by the center point like we did in lesson 1, go across, and the back line, that part down. Right, you can see it's quite long and not very tall, so it probably goes out a little bit further to about there, and then it probably goes a bit longer as well. It's easier if you make it as big as you can, so then you can do the little finer details and it makes it a lot easier to do. Right, then you make it into the rectangle. So remember your 2-point perspective, everything going out to those 2 points. Like that. Because that is also going in the same shape, you may as well just go all the way to the back, and then we'll just cut that bit off at the end, if that makes sense. Like that. So everything goes to that point, and then all of those go off to a point very far in the distance. So now we want to add the USB part. So start off by drawing the rectangle inside a rectangle. With all the lines still going in that to the end point, and then all the vertical lines vertically the same as all the other ones. Then we just drag everything out. So we start with this point because this point is where we judge the distance that's coming out, like the proportion of it all. So we bring that one out and stop and look and go, does that look right compared to everything else? Just about. We can change it later. And everything is still going out to those 2 points, like that. So that is the basic outline of all of the parts that are involved with this. Then we can go to the top part, like that, because that bit cut off. Doesn't look quite right at the back end. I don't think my perspective is right at the beginning. So you can make mistakes and just edit it to correct those, and then it's not horrible. It's just what happens, really. You just have to keep on practicing until you get it right. So I want to add some details now. So I want to do the chamfers that go along. So the chamfers are longer in that distance than they are down. You want to do it in the back end as well. And just join the 2 points that you've just made. Like that. Now at the back end, do exactly the same thing, but as you know, with perspective, everything that goes further away gets smaller. So you want to do exactly the same thing. It's quite hard to do the detail in the back corner, so don't worry too much. Then join back lines, because that's all now been cut off. All of the material that was there has now been hoiked off there. So just draw the line, and then there's the little edge that's in front of that now. Like that. And now you want to do those 2 lines that go there. And I want to try my best not to smudge the lines that I've already done at the back. There we go. Then add the rounds. Just add some rounds in there to give it more depth. Right, now we want to add the little small features on here. So we've got a weird line going up the middle with some indentations. Like that, and then we've got some squares cut out. Then we got that blue thing. And then because that's got a thickness all the way around, you want to carry that line down and the side one and at the bottom. And then do the line showing that's going all the way through. So it's a bit like that. And then if you want to add the logos and stuff like that, give yourself a very gentle outline like you did on the Coke can, all in perspective, and then you have to try your best to draw the actual word. What I've done with this, well, it's almost like colouring in. The proper term is called rendering. So it's not just colouring it in randomly, it's trying to get all the shadows in there right. So if you look at the chamfery bit there, it goes light, medium, dark. So that's what I tried to show there, to show that that is actually a chamfer. Then at the back, that is see-through, so you go a little bit lighter and kind of divvy it about a bit. It's quite hard to explain with that. You're just trying to replicate what you can see, really. Now with this, the metal on the top, it's darker than the side. So I haven't quite done that right, but oh well. And then the middle is a lot darker because it cuts all the way through, and then you've got the light blue and you've got the dark blue in there as well. I think when I drew it, I did it the wrong way around. What I'd recommend is not what I've done here. Try and do that right, because I did it too big. And also do it after you've done all the colouring in, so it doesn't smudge like it has done there. We all learn from our mistakes. So yeah, and if you do a little bit of an outline, it shows that it's got a base to it, so it's like it's on the paper. So if you can make a try at that and then hand that in, yeah, good luck. Thank you for watching.